My pronouns are they and them.
I identify as a dude, and my pronouns are redneck patriot. We're doing the first shot with my new build, the 6-dasher. Stick around.
Girlhood? Literally one of my favorite things.
Wasabi party people, we're back out here at the Freedom Farm. I got my special guest, my best friend, my son. Real proud of that young man. He just graduated high school. He's going to be going off to college next year to become an interpreter, ASL interpreter, to help those stuck in the world of silence. Real proud of him. He just finished his Eagle Scout certification too. We did some projects. We were out here yesterday and we just ran out of time. Came out here this morning, loaded up a bunch of firewood real quick, and we got a little time to play. Been wanting to get this thing out and get this broken in. The first shots on this puppy, the long-awaited, the much-anticipated 6-dasher build. We'll give you a breakdown of this build and some of the details on it. I had a viewer reach out to me and say, hey, you know, I'll Cerakote your chassis, just plug my services. I'm like, okay, let's do it. He's like, yeah, you know, it'll be 8-10 weeks. I'm like, geez. I reached out to some people, didn't work out, and I reached out to a local shop. I said, hey, would you be interested in Cerakoting this if I feature it on my channel? They said, absolutely. U.S. Defense Solutions in Bloomington, Indiana did this. Claudia, nice job. Took a while to get this all pieced together too. Originally I was going to do a budget build. I had an outlier barrel I bought for like $100 last year. I was trying to get a chassis from Aero Precision. They never responded back. I tried to get this, that, and the other, tried to piece this together. It just didn't happen, but I contacted Kenny, Adam Leonberger. He's got a shop in Southern Indiana, Caliber Precision, I think it is. He chambers barrels, but he got to me a little too late. Kenny, I said, hey Kenny, can you chamber this? He's like, yeah, but I have this Krieger barrel sitting in my corner that I'd be happy to do up for you. I said, okay. So this is my first time of me putting together my own creation. I had this muzzle threaded 1/2 by 24. The reason being is, if you go smaller, your typical 5/8 or whatever, the end of your crown, the end of that barrel will actually flare over time. I'm gonna put a little clip of a guy checking it.
Hello, this is Robert Whitley from ARX Enterprises LLC. It's a 30 caliber barrel. 300, 308 are the bore dimensions. It's threaded for a 5/8 by 24 muzzle threading. What I have in my other hand here is a 300.5 minus gauge pin. If you put it in the muzzle, it starts and then stops definitively, like there's a shoulder. If you measure it and take it back out, what you find is it's right in the area where the threading exists. So in other words, the bore bells out in the area where the threading exists.
I'll include his video in the description below. Kenny made this muzzle brake as well. This is an MDT ACC Elite chassis. Again, Cerakote job by U.S. Defense Solutions in Bloomington, Indiana. I wanted a Templar cross on there. I'm a Knights Templar Freemason and want to give a little homage on my gun. This is a Koger Arms Action. Trigger Tech diamond trigger. Kenny used an Alpha reamer on this. This is Alpha brass. I wanted to put my Area 419 mount and that element scope on here. That 419 has 4 screws. I got 3 out, and that 4th screw will not come out. So if any of you viewers out there have a suggestion on how to get that out, I'm afraid to strip it. I may put the other 3 screws back in, torque those down, and try that back screw. Maybe I've got it bound up a little bit. I don't really know. I had this tractor I mounted up on this scope mount, so I just slapped that on here, and that'll do for now. I want to get the first shots down the barrel and see if we can find paper with it, get it sighted in a little bit, and my son and I are going to do some shooting. We're going to bring you along. I just came up with a load, 34 grains of Reloader 16. I didn't want to use up my Varget or 4350 or my other good powders because Alliant is no longer supporting the U.S. market, so might as well burn it up. Fuck them. Alliant's owned by Vista Outdoors, Remington, CCI. That just got bought out by a Czech Republic company. A lot of your components come out of the Czech Republic. They're kind of starting to dominate and take over a lot of that industry. I'm shooting a 105 grain RDF Nozzler bullet. Son, you got your ears in?
Yep.
All right. Now, typically Kenny, he will shoot in his barrels before he sends them out. This has never been shot before. And I'm not going to stick my face on it because you just never know. So we're going to get the first shot down the range here. Looks like we're clear there. So I want to thank the people that helped me put this together. Kenny I, Desert Precision Gunworks, thank you, sir. U.S. Defense Solutions, Bloomington, Indiana. Brownells helped out a little bit on this as well. Athlon Optics, which I don't have it on yet. Element Optics. If you want to see an outlier build or a cheap build, they're out there on the internet. I was going to do one. Some people beat me to it, and it took me a while to put this together, so fuck it. We're doing what we got.
Today we are going to be doing a rifle review on what is being touted on YouTube as the ultimate budget build.
It's funny, on one of my videos, and Joe Reyes, Cyclops videos, he chimed in. He sent me his number. He said, give me a call. Super funny guy. Holy shit. That guy missed his calling. He's talking to he and his wife. They are a trip. Use Cyclops in the promo code for Arkham. They got a sale going on right now for Arkham barrels and their optics. Use the code Cyclops. We're going to see if we can find paper with this. No idea. Oh yeah, buddy. We were supposed to be shooting this weekend. I thought this weekend was the start of Nationals. We're leaving on vacation soon, and we planned on going to shoot Nationals all weekend. Well, guess what? Had the wrong weekend. I messed up on the scheduling. I think we'll still go next week and shoot a little bit before we have to leave for vacation. But this young man here, he's gonna get on the gun and take some shots with it as well. I'm gonna film it. I never have this opportunity because I'm usually the one behind the gun with the camera on a tripod somewhere. That break is something else. Standing on the side of the rifle, woo! I'm not going to really work up any loads yet. I want to get about 100 down the pipe before we do so, 150. So this is a break-in period. Now there's a school of thought that you break in a barrel. I always have in the past. I didn't bring my rod and cleaning stuff with me. So this one's going to get some shots down it without cleaning in between. There's a school of thought that says it doesn't matter. Eric Cortina says it's all a bunch of bullshit. He doesn't break in a barrel. I say it never hurts to. Why not, right? But again, I forgot my shit, so we're not today. We'll just shoot what we have, and then I'll go home and clean her up, and we'll do this again sometime. Ooh, that break makes big boom boom.
You ready?
Yeah. Kenny, I would say your break's doing quite well, man. I'm not seeing that muzzle jump. It's just a little rock back. It's beautiful. It's perfect. Is it grouping up okay, buddy?
Yes.
It is? Nice. Let's go shoot one more. We're going to take a trip down and look at the target. Let's go check it out. All right. That was me sighting it in. I think this is you, all you shooting there?
Yeah.
Most part. See if Papa can make a better group here. Now this young man, we were out at a Boy Scout event last summer and he outshot me. We were on a 22 line and he outshot me. See if I can get this thing to group any better. My ultimate goal is to work up a load with this thing. What I'd like to shoot is the Berger 105 hybrids or the 109 hybrid targets with Varga H4350, or I have some IMR 8202 XBR. I think that's the numbers on it. That shit's been unattainium for a long time and it finally came back on. I'd like to try to work up a load with that and or Vitavori N140 or N150. All those powders shoot really well with the 6-dasher. The nice thing about a 6-dasher is you can shoot damn near anything out of it, and that's one of the reasons why I gravitated towards it. Load needs that bullet stem. Leave a little mark on that bullet. I don't know if the neck tension on these is quite right or not. I took these straight out of the box, chamfered and deburred, and loaded them up. Didn't do anything else to them. So we'll get dialed in eventually. This thing as it sits is almost 24 pounds. I have the internal weight from MDT, and that's it so far. I may not have to add any more to it. This is a straight contour 1.25 barrel. Oh yeah, she's shooting in nicely. Let's grab a look. 3-in-1 hole and 2 off to the side. Walked a little bit on that. To get that thing dialed in, oh, look out. Cougar arms action, it is smooth. This is the CRS, and then they have the CRS2. The only difference between them is the CRS2 has screw trigger hangers, and this is a pin trigger hanger. Has a 85 or 75 degree throw on it versus a 90. Fire away, son, whenever you are ready. That brake works well. You get on the side of it though. Woo, look out. All right, let her rip, Tater Chip. Now Kenny's working on his own 22 action. Poor guy, been having some serious issues with some of his distributors. Caused him a lot of grief.
I was just wondering, where's your guys' pride section?
Your what?
Pride section?
Pride. Like gay pride.
Uh-huh.
We don't have like a specific section for
Oh, you don't?
Uh-uh.
Okay, interesting. Thanks.
You know, his clients get ticked at him, and it's not his fault. It's the components that he's using. So that man has made his own action. I'm going to have to get me one of his 22 builds. Son here, he's expressed interest in shooting this sort of thing competition-wise, and I think a good 22, get in some 22 PRS and 22 NRL would be a good segue for him. I just like accurate things. I like shooting. I was watching one of Kitty's videos and he brought up Malachi 310, which was funny because my family and I were building a new business. We were going to put Malachi 310 on the building. It wouldn't fit. We ended up going with Proverbs, I think 3:9. I want to say this is a blessing. We will be donating 10% of proceeds, annual proceeds that the new business makes. It's been a long time coming. Been several years in the making, actually 4. And we're finally going up. It's gonna be awesome. Oh yeah, I was aiming at that cross there. Did a little 2-shot group. The sun was just shooting there. Smacking some steel. Now, last 3, here we go. Yeah. Well, there you have it, folks. Celebrating our freedoms today. Breaking in a new gun. Thanks for joining along. Happy Rainbow Mafia Month. Till next time.
Happy Pride Month. In my Target that used to have the Pride section, it's now all USA. Yay.
Did you ever let a gay guy flirt with you a little just to keep your spirits up a little?
Keep my spirits up a little?
Or just, you know, not act real straight or something because you were... You know what I'm saying, though? To try to just have a decent day or whatever?
That's all, folks.